Hello, and welcome back to Hitman. And in this series we will go back to where it all started, and this time round we will focus on completing as many of the challenges as we can on each and every one of the primary Hitman targets, with maybe a few interesting bonus kills on the way. Today we are in Marrakesh for the 7 years of bad luck challenge, which entails killing 5 separate targets in 5 separate accidents. So for this one, obviously we've had to create a challenge or contract to deal with this, which is currently up on the screen for anyone who wishes to partake in it. For this challenge, the only things we will need to be bringing with us will be some coins and a silenced pistol, and the 3 coins is not enough, so if you can bring 6, bring 6 and it will save you a bit of time. So our targets for the day are these 5 lucky sods right here. All must be killed whilst disguised as the fortune teller, and all must be killed in separate accidents. So right from the start and off the bat, the first thing we're going to need to do is acquire ourselves a couple of items, and the first of which is around at the mechanics store, and that is the screwdriver. So once we have the screwdriver, we can then make our way around to the shoe shop, which is also the entrance to the tunnel to the consulate. We're going to make our way around here, and what we want to do here basically is trigger the conversation between the guard and the shopkeeper there we've just passed. We're going to make our way into the shop itself, where on the counter we will find about 5 more coins. We're going to collect up all of these coins, and we're going to do this from behind the bar so that we trigger the conversation between the 2 guards in the backyard, one of which is one of our targets. The shopkeeper out the front here is also one of our targets, but we need their conversations triggered before we can kill them. So once we have the coins, the conversations both triggered, we can now make our way to the bazaar entrance, which is just behind the shisha cafe. And just between the bazaar entrance and I believe it's the lamp shop, we will find, sitting down in the corner here, almost easily missable, is the fortune teller. So we're going to throw 5 of the coins at the fortune teller. Now 4 of them will disappear into the fortune teller's pocket, the 5th will not, and when he gets up to leave, we're going to collect back up that 5th coin, taking us back up to a grand total of 4. No, it's my coin. So with that taken care of, the fortune teller is now going to have a little bit of a wander around the market area before heading to his shop, which is right here. And as you can see, we are heading straight here, and we're going to prepare for his arrival. And we're just going to place a couple of coins on the floor there, one by the box, one, you know, about an arm's width away. And before making our way around to the storage room round by where the printers are, and we're just going to tamper with this plug on the floor here. So that's our next kill taken care of as well. Well, actually that would be kill number 2. So what we're going to do now basically is make our way back to the fortune teller's store, and we're going to wait here because we are now basically ready to take care of our assassinations. The only thing we still require is that rather colourful outfit there. So once the fortune teller finally arrives, he's going to make his way into his shop. He's going to spot the coins. We're going to let him collect the first one, and when he goes in for the second coin, we can then move in behind him, render him unconscious, and we're going to hide his body in the crate provided. We're going to take his outfit and we're going to collect up all of the coins. Well, we don't actually need all of them, but I am going to collect them all anyway. We should only need another 2. So once we have all of our coins collected, we are now ready to begin our 5 accident kills. So we're going to make our way back round to where we tampered with the plug, and our first target is a young lady up on the roof of this shop here. So we're going to make our way into the shop. We're just going to wait for the shopkeeper here to put his phone away and move away from the stairs, and when he does, we can then make our way up the stairs. We will be trespassing once we get through that beaded curtain. So once the shopkeeper moves away, we can crouch down, make our way through and up the stairs. We're going to stop just here on this final flight of stairs and trigger this phone call the young lady is about to have. And as you can see, there is a guard as well. It's the guard we're watching for. Now he's going to make his way up the stairs and have his back to us, but he's only there quite briefly before he comes back down. So we're going to wait here behind these rugs or carpets or whatever they are, and when he comes back down, he will then stand at the far end of this part of the roof before moving on again. And it's at this point we have our first opportunity to take out the young lady target. So you could at this point sneak up behind her and render her unconscious, or you can actually wait when she finishes the phone call. She goes up onto the upper roof and leans on the edge by the balcony, just like the guard in the background is doing now, and we can then follow her up and push her off the edge. But I've decided to speed things along and render her unconscious and throw her off the edge here. We're going to make our way back down the stairs, just remembering that we are trespassing and we do still need to get past the shopkeeper. But once he has his back turned, we can then make our way back down the stairs to the storage room, and just in time to turn on the fuse, which will electrocute our second target, the guard patrolling down this alleyway, with the plug socket we've previously tampered with. So that's 2 targets down and 3 to go. So we're now going to make our way through the shisha cafe, and I'm going to use instinct to locate one of our targets who happens to be not in the area, and it's a young lady who frequents the shisha cafe, but she's not around at the moment. So we're going to move on and make our way back towards the shoe shop. And we have our 2 targets here that we've already prepared for. So what we're going to do is make our way back into the shoe shop. So luckily the guard has just moved away from that position, so we can go straight over the bollard, through the shop, out the back. We're going to render this guard unconscious. It doesn't matter if he sees you, as long as he doesn't raise an alarm. We don't want to kill him, we want to render him unconscious. We're going to drag him over to the propane cylinder here, and you may have already guessed this is going to be an explosion accident kill. So we've had fall, we've had electrocution, and now we're going for an explosion. So once we have the guard safely pressed up against the canister, we can then pull out our silenced pistol, blow up the propane cylinder, and then quickly hide in the crate provided. And we're going to wait in here until everybody goes back to their normal routines and the body has been bagged up. And once we've got everyone back into their normal habits, we can then exit our hidey hole, make our way back through the shop. We're just going to wait for the guard on our left to move away, and when he does, we can then make our way back over the bollard here. We're going to go around the back of this personnel carrier, and using our handy screwdriver, we're going to pop open all 3 of these drums. It is overkill. The only one we need to really pop open is the 3rd one, but I thought I would light a nice big bonfire. Now the shopkeeper whose conversation we triggered earlier will make his way as part of his routine to these drums to have a cigarette, because he's incredibly smart and hasn't noticed that all 3 of these oil drums are leaking. So when he goes to put out his cigarette, that will be victim number 3 confirmed, or sorry, victim number 4 confirmed, and that will leave us 1 more to go. So our shopkeeper friend in the distance here should be just about ready to finish his cigarette and burn himself to death. And there he goes. So 4 targets taken care of and 1 more to go. As you may have noticed, that was a burning kill. So that's 4 different accident kills, and we have available to us another 2, one of which is drowning, and one of which is a falling object. Now there are no falling objects in this vicinity or anywhere really on this map, so we're going to go for the drowning option. So we're going to make our way to the shisha bar, and we are going to take and place 1 of our coins right by the toilet there, and another one just a little way away, just to get their attention. And there is our target, and as you can see, she is still a long way away. She has quite a long routine and travels quite far, but eventually she will make her way into this bathroom. She will spot those coins, and we're going to let her collect the first coin, and when she moves in for the second coin, we can then exit our hidey hole and drown her in the toilet. And there she goes. So when we exit this room, we want to do so in a hurry because someone may spot the body. So we're just going to run through the door and run back to the bazaar exit. So that will get you the 7 years of bad luck challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.